checking out this video. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Well, for about the past 3 weeks now, at least once a week, I was told I think Fenix got his release today, and then turned out he didn't. But then today, it looks like he actually did. He's off the roster page, and it appears that he is on his way imminently to WWE.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a continuation of the story with Ricky Starks, Miro, and Malachi Black, or Aleister Black, or Tommy End, whatever name you want to use. And there's two ways of looking at it. I mean, like, between the four guys, AEW, by releasing them, it's a significant amount of money. I mean, between the four guys, you're probably talking about $3 million to $4 million a year, in cost for guys that you're not using. So, I mean, it kind of, from an economic status, makes no sense to do it. On the flip side, it certainly encourages WWE to interfere, to call people up and say, just try to get out of your contract. And then there's a way to do it, because you just go, hey, I want to give my notice. I want to leave, and I'm not going to do business. So you say that, and then it's kind of like, okay, I'm not going to use you, but I'm not going to release you. So it kind of is one of those weird things. So it's a tough situation for AEW to be in. I mean, I get both sides, but very much encourages WWE trying to get guys to break their contract. And before, it was a tough situation because he wasn't going to let guys break their contract. And now it's a different situation because they know he will. So it's, that's how it's going to play. I mean, I've seen that for different companies over years. The only way you get any respect from WWE is threaten to sue. And that has happened, and that has kept people, that has backed them off at times with Sinclair and Ring of Honor, with not so much MLW, but MLW did sue over it. But I don't think, again, with MLW, it's like, if guys want to go to WWE and they're in MLW, it's like they're going to go. It's, they can wait out the contract or whatever, or MLW just let them go, because it's like, it's just a different world. But, yeah, I mean, it's like there's two sides to the story, and I don't think this is better, but for AEW in the long run. But on the flip side, it's like they are saving money, so there is that. It was holding guys against their will. I would say that when we see a situation in reverse, or something like that, where a guy, and with more and more guys under contract in WWE, there's going to be guys that are unhappy with their lot and are going to want to go. Not that many, probably, because the money's good and everything like that. But there will always be people who just go, like Ricochet, just is a perfect example. It's like he left. He's far better off having left. I don't think anyone would argue that him signing with WWE instead of AEW would have not, him signing with WWE in hindsight would have been a major mistake. So there are going to be guys like that. And when the situation is the same, I do not anticipate WWE giving anyone a release, or putting up with them saying that they won't do jobs on the way out, or, it's not even.
Well, there's a whole bunch of things at play here. I mean,
there's a lot of things
if you're saying, let's say that I work for AEW.
Yes.
And I'm like, you know what? When my deal's up, I'm not staying. I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
If I then say, and I will not do any jobs from here on out.
Well, he's gonna ice you.
Yeah, ice me and don't release me. But in a situation like Fenix, it's like they're not even using the guy. And the same with Ricky Starks. It was like Ricky Starks wasn't used for months and months and months and months. There have been people that have wanted to get out of AEW. Malachi obviously wanted to get out for a long time. And Andrade wanted to get out because his wife at the time was in the other company. And at least in those cases, they used him until the end. So, that's one thing. But if for whatever reason you're not using Phoenix, you're not using Ricky Starks, it's like, let him go. I mean, let him go.
WWE wouldn't, though. Well, they would.
But WWE would use them.
Not necessarily.
If they were a name, they're not going to ice a name. If Drew McIntyre says at the end of this year, I am leaving to go to AEW, they are not icing Drew from now until January. They're just not. Have you grabbed your F4WOnline.com shirt yet? Well, we got a bunch of them. They're up in the store right now. F4WOnline.com/shirts. You can grab your -5 stars shirt, your Dave Meltzer Wrestling Observer shirts, even the brand new After Dark Radio shirt. You love Granny? We have Granny's Gang shirts. Have you ever won a shoot battle royal? Probably not, but you can tell people you did. So check out the store. All of these great shirts and more. It's through Pro Wrestling Tees. F4WOnline.com/shirts. That's F4WOnline.com/shirts.